Hi guys, it's Ali back again, and today I've got a journal to share with you. I've called this one Thoughts, and it's a lovely sort of vintagey feel, squishy covered journal. It measures approximately 6¼ by 4½ inches. It has one really chunky single signature, and as you can see, is all very muted colours and that. So we'll start going through it. So the cover's made out of layered pattern pieces. I think the idea originally come from, I think it's a lady, Shabby Soul. I'll try and find the link and add that below for you. So it's, I think 4 or 5 layers of patterned paper, and then I've actually sandwiched some coloured, like a coloured pattern paper in between the layers, which you'll see when I open the cover. So that makes for a really squidgy cover. And then I've gone over it with some glaze type stuff to give it a sort of a very vintagey look. Then I've put lace on the cover, which obviously on the spine, which obviously will help to reinforce that, and then layered up this lovely paper flower with a button, and then we've got some vintage paper and some sort of layers of cardstock and paper and gauze and more lace. And I think this image here is one of the Artimaze freebie images. And then on the back I've put this piece of a lace doily, because I thought that flower was really nice and went with it also. And then here for the tie, we've got some sari silk that I found in my stash, which I think someone must have sent to me. So we'll go inside, just make sure I'm in frame. As I say, there was layered between the patterned paper was some patterned coloured paper, which you can very faintly see, but it's just gives a bit of a different dimension. So in the front cover we've got this envelope, and in here I've done a couple of journaling spots, or a tag and a journaling spot. And then this is inside this envelope here is some more vintage wallpaper. Now this journal, as I say, is single signature. It has 36 pages, which gives you 72 pages front and back, and then it also on top has a on top of that has a lace page, a set of pages as well. This is a copy of a vintage envelope which was really falling apart, so I've just copied it and then I've just cut round how the envelope was, and I thought that makes a lovely flip out. A lot of the pages have either been ink sprayed or tea stained. So we've got a tuck spot there, or a big pocket there, and I've added lots of old, like laces, some old and some more modern laces. And this is some gorgeous scrapbooking paper that I had in my stash. Here we've got a like pocket that I've made into sort of like a tag type thing, and put this embellishment here and here, and I've also done some stenciling. And then, as I say, I made that into like a tag, so I put an eyelet in there. This is some more of the vintage wallpaper, just some layering and interest on that page. And here I've done some bits of fabric that I've stitched, and I got that idea for sort of pre-making those from Scrappy Dabby Doodle, Tina, Scrappy Doodle. I'm sure it was her idea to pre-prepare some, and I think the kind of it's a similar sort of thing to what you can buy from the Tim Holtz, where you get some strips of fabric that are already pre-stitched. Here I've done a little layered sort of fabric and lace swatch there, and that's just pinned to this lace page. More tea stained paper, and this is a piece of a lace, vintage lace doily that I've layered up. Some more of that fabric with the stitching, and then some more of that scrapbooking paper, which I've created a pocket and done a sort of a layered cluster there with a silk flower. You can see that. And then we've got just some journaling card there and a little file folder. This is just some washi. And then we've got a lace cluster here, which has been stitched to this card, which then creates a tuck spot for this journaling card, and a little vintage button. Some more of that scrapbooking paper. This is a Tim Holtz card, and I've just sort of layered that onto there and then just done a bit of stamping. This is an envelope which I've used to create a pocket, and in there we've got a copy of a vintage photo which I've mounted onto cardstock, and then one of the Tim Holtz cards. And this is, I think this is out of a kit by Shabby Doodle. It's like looks like an old vintage photo, and I've just done a little cluster of fabric and lace and a button and attached that to there. Then I found these in my stash. I think someone must have sent them to me at some stage. It's I'm not sure if it's genuine or just a copy, but I've just added that in there and added this little embellishment. Done some stamping. And then this is some really old lace that someone very kindly gifted me, and I've been hoarding it, and I thought I'd better, oops, sorry, I've kicked the camera, best sort of use it. So I've added that to create a pocket, and I actually stitched it onto this cardstock, and then the whole lot's been then attached to the page. So that creates a pocket there for a tag. And this is some more vintage wallpaper, lined paper, and that goes in there. And then I've got under this lace, I've got a Tim Holtz journaling card, and that goes into there. I've got a little bit of washi tape here. And this is a paper bag page. And in that paper bag page, we've got a couple of journaling cards. This is from Scrappy Dappy Doodle, and this is a Tim Holtz one. And then I've just done a layered up floral embellishment on the edge of that pocket. This is obviously a Tim Holtz die cut flower, and some more vintage wallpaper. Where this lined paper had holes punched in it to go into a file folder, I've actually put eyelets and tied some ribbon through there. I just thought that makes it more of a feature. We've got some old book page here, and I've made up a cluster of some sari silk and little knitted or crocheted flower with a vintage button attached. And then this here is a copy of a vintage piece of ephemera, and it is actually torn the way the actual piece, the original piece is. Here we've got a tuck spot and some more of that sewn fabric pieces. this is the centre of the signature, and it's the envelope, and in this side of the envelope we've got part of a time card, and I've just stitched this sort of flower on there, and then we've got one of the Tim Holtz tags and some lovely sort of organza fabric for the bow at the top there. And then this side we've got the other half of the time card, and I've put like a sort of a vellum sticker on there, and then another one of the Tim Holtz time card, or Tim Holtz cards, tags, with some more of that organza piece fabric to make a bow. So that's the centre of the signature. Here on this side, the other side of the envelope, we've got another tuck spot, and I've layered it up with a paper doily and some baking parchment and an element here, and some more sort of fancy paper, just to make a, as I say, that becomes a tuck spot there. This is the other side of the copied vintage ephemera, and here we've got a belly band. Now I've just clipped this piece here just to show that that is a belly band, but obviously you can put much larger pieces within that, under that band there. The other side of the book page, vintage book page, and this side here I've added some fabric, and it's I am sewed this tassel trim to the edge, because I like the way you get all the different pieces out of on the edge of the journal once the journal's shut. Some more lined paper and a little butterfly. I think this is one of Artie May's freebie words, and a Tim Holtz thing here. This is another piece of ephemera I had in my stash. I'm not sure, someone had obviously sent it to me. So I've actually used one of my rusty staples and stapled a piece of fabric with the stitching on and layered it with the mesh fabric underneath. And then where I've attached it to the paper bag, I've left it so that that creates a tuck spot there. And then this side we've got some wide washi tape and a tag that, or a sort of a piece that you can write a title or whatever on. And then inside the bag we've got a journaling card. And then on this side we've got some vintage wallpaper and a couple of, this is Shabby Dabby Doodahs from their kit, and I think this must be a little Tim Holtz piece. This side I've done a cluster, and I had a piece of paper in it, got a staple in it, and I'd torn it off of something else, and so I just kept that little piece of paper with the staple, so I actually used that as part of the cluster that I made. Here's the other side of that ephemera that I told you that I'd got, that someone had sent me. Here is the other part of the envelope pocket, and we've got some more vintage wallpaper and some Tim Holtz cluster pieces. This is I think, yet again from Shabby Dabby Doodah, I think it's from their kit. This is a vintage photo that I bought from I bought a pack of stuff, and this was a vintage photo within the pack, and I've just added some lace, and we've also got just a little vellum piece there. I set this into the pocket so that the lace actually sticks out, so I've used this little wooden peg, and that holds that in place so that the lace sticks out of the edge of the page, so when you turn it over you can see the lace. This is just an image that I found in my stash. This is a tag, an embellished tag that someone very kindly sent me. I've got, I think I had 3 or 4 of these tags, and I'm afraid, I'm ever so sorry. If you sent this to me, please shout, and yeah, I found this in my stash and I thought the colours went really well with the journal, so I've added that. And then here we've got another vintage photo that was part of the pack that I purchased, and I've just once again sewn some lace on there, so that once that goes in that little pocket it sticks out so you can see it. The idea behind it all is to create sort of interest throughout the journal as you go through. More stamping, more layered Tim Holtz die cut and butterfly. This is the other part of the scrapbook paper pocket, and I've got some ephemera in there, and this was just a little tagged, or oh sorry, it's gone, but you can see what it is. And I've just added with a staple, a rusty staple, so that creates a little tuck spot there. And then we've got this journaling card here. Here we've got another old photo with some fabric that I've stitched attached to that. And that goes in, it's like a double pocket, and then this, if I take that out, you can see that this goes in there as well. So we've got like a double layered pocket. And then here I created some, or I just tried to give the look of some old tape that was peeling a bit, so I haven't fully stuck it down, and I've coloured it and stained it, and that tried to make it so it looked like it was holding this die cut down onto the edge of the page. And then here we've got a window envelope that flips out, and we've got some embossed paper here and some thick washi tape there, and then within that pocket, oh, I can't get, sorry, it's the angle I'm sitting, but there is a journal card or journal piece in there, so we'll leave that out. And then we've got a little layered butterfly, that's an Artie Mays kit. And then here we've got a tag that I've attached so that it flips up, just added interest yet again. Here we've got a tea bag that I have decorated both sides, and then I've added a little one of the Tim Holtz cards inside there, and then I've just stapled that, the thread of that, which I've added a little tag to one end, to the lace page. And then here we've got a side pocket, and yet again I've done it so that the lace on the edge actually sticks out of the page, so that adds interest to the edge of the journal. And then we've got, because this was yet again it's a copy of some ephemera, and because it was longer than the page, I've just done it so that can fold down and then back up again. Here's the other side of the sort of thing that I made a tag of, and I've actually just punched a hole here and hung this gorgeous piece from a lace doily off of that, and then I've done a little cluster here, And then on the other side there's a belly band made out of vintage wallpaper with another one of the Tim Holtz tags in there. And then here we've got a little pocket with some just ephemera pieces in there. And then this side we've got a layered cluster of lace and some of that stitched trim and a vintage button, and then it creates a little pocket which has also got some copied ephemera in there. And then this is the back page. As you can see, I've got a pocket here, and this has got a copy of a vintage letter in it. I won't open it up, but that's that. And then this is a piece that I found in my stash that yet again someone had made and sent me at some stage within one of the swaps I'd done. I've got a feeling it was... no, I can't think of the name. But anyway, it just seemed to fit really nicely with this journal, so I've added that anyway. So yet again, if that was you that had sent that to me, please shout. And you know, obviously I do appreciate all the bits I get sent. So, and as I say, this is the back of the journal. So I hope you like that. It will be on sale in my Etsy store, and I'll put the link below. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.